It's about to go down. Oh!
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Imported Brand Snippet episodes. This is a new one we're adding. It's called Fantee Fridays or Fantee Fridays. The reason it's called Fantee Fridays because Fantee, whatever it is, I just didn't want to go with Funky Friday or Freaky Friday. I wanted to go with something different. So this morning I looked up a whole bunch of F words and I went through a whole list of them and I came to Fantee, and it's a British term for meaning wild, unrestrained, or crazy. So I figured to go along with Cam Newton's Funky Fridays or Chris Brown's Freaky Friday song and all that stuff, I said, let me be different and let me come up with Fantee Fridays. So from here on out, we're going to have Fantee Fridays, and it's just off the cuff, talking about whatever with whoever. And today we got on my main man from last episode that we did, the snippet with Josh Quinney, who's on the road right now, so pay attention. Do not get hurt. Traveling mercies. Okay, good. Traveling mercies. How you doing first and foremost?
Doing real good. Just finished up work, so I'm about to head to the Jimbos, get this lift in.
Good. How's the
How you feeling?
I'm great. How's the we got a couple things to talk about. How's the mental aspect of your life going? How are you feeling mentally, physically, emotionally?
I'm feeling good, honestly, man. I'm feeling good. I'm still trying to get used to this whole social media thing. Our generation was the generation that made fun of everybody recording in the gym and stuff like that. So it's like getting over that. But other than that, man,
Yeah.
it's going good.
I hear you. That's good. Funny thing was, so I was at dinner the other night, and my sister, she said, I don't know what she was talking about. We were talking about relationships and all that stuff, and then I don't know, she got lost in translation of what to say. So then she said, yeah, and what about your podcast? You talk a lot on it. And I said, my brain clicked, and I was like, isn't that what you're supposed to do on a podcast, is talk? So Keisha, if you're watching, she's like, yeah, but you talk a lot. I said, what am I supposed to do? And I said,
I was gonna say that sounds like a Bree thing.
It was Keisha. She might have had a couple too many at the restaurant, but hey, we'll let that one slide. Yeah, we can't talk that much when we're on the podcast. We'll just sit here in silence for 30 seconds. Drum rolls.
Right, yeah, we'll just stare at the camera.
But we love you, Keisha. Let's just put it out there for everybody. On a podcast, we talk. Both of us.
What's the first
and yes, if I talk a lot on it, yeah. The first thing we got on today's Fantee Fridays is the Sharon Moore debacle. The University of Michigan head coach. I know everyone's talking about it. Everyone is kind of seeing it all over social media. Have you heard about it? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know the details. All I know is that the coach and what is she, like a staff member or a cheerleader or a student or something?
I think she is an executive. So I have it right here. I just pulled it up 6 minutes ago. Something got dropped again. It said fired Michigan coach Sharon Moore was suicidal after cops were called to his executive assistant's apartment. So she was an executive assistant in which he had an affair with.
She sure was an executive assistant.
She sure was an executive assistant. And the crazy thing is, I'll go over the developments that this thing just dropped. Is coming from the New York Post right now, 6 minutes ago. So it says some developments. Moore was reported suicidal. Obviously, like after you just lose a $6 million job like that, where you're just coaching football. How hard can life be when you're coaching football? Showed up at his mistress's house, threatening him and her. He is now in jail. He'll be court appearances for Friday. And the woman is 32. He's 39. She was given a 55% raise last year when he became the head coach.
55% raise? Yeah, you don't get that. You already know what's going on.
It's not funny, but at the same time, there's been evidence and people have been saying this stuff on blogs and blurbs for months now. Probably dating back to 6 months, I've seen on some things saying that this has been going on, but nobody's kind of said anything. And when you get to a big university like that, it's kind of like Bishop Ian. When I was at Bishop Ian, there was a lot of nonsense that went on, but it got swept under the rug. When you get to those big universities out there and they're making millions and millions of dollars, billions, some of them are worth billions, a lot of things just swept under the rug because they don't want any bad things to happen or to come to
they don't want to
exactly. Nobody wants to compromise the money. But
you know
man, what's up?
Good position, and he had to ruin it over some dussy.
Yeah, put it in perspective. Everyone talks about that, right? Everyone talks about race and color being a huge thing. put it out for this platform, any man in that situation or woman in that situation,
Right.
but for him especially in a realm of that, where coaching collegiate football and coaching football in general, that's a very sought after position, and to have one of the highest positions ever as a man of color, I
Right.
mean, yeah, you got to be on your P's and Q's.
Thing about his family, like wife and all that. Does he have kids?
So if you go online, I mean, there's a whole bunch of things I saw the other night. Last night, social media went absolutely nuts with it. I saw it. There was just, I didn't really look at much, but I just saw a whole bunch of things when I typed in his name. And it was so much stuff on it, bro. It was like the girl, the picture of him and his wife. I read something that was like a statement. It seemed like it was a statement from his wife, but I don't know who it could have been from. And it was kind of like, hey, we're going to be with him. And I don't know, bro. Nobody will ever know but the good Lord above. But with that being said, like, you got to pray for him, and you got to pray that everyone makes mistakes, even though mistakes of this magnitude are amplified because of the position he's in. No sin is greater than the next. But I mean, but that's a pretty big mess up, though. $6 million or however much it was.
Well-known school in a predominantly white position, and a black man gets an opportunity, and he had to ruin it.
Put it this way, too. Like put it this way, he has 3 kids as well. So, like if he rides that out, I mean, whatever university he coaches at or does something at, I mean, your kid's pretty much taken care of. Pretty much taken care of, man. And from a going to college standpoint,
he's gonna follow. Just like when Kim Kardashian's kids get older, they're gonna see crazy, provocative things of their mother.
Yeah, decisions, man. Decisions affect a lot, and that is true. Everything in this generation too follows you. I mean, there's stuff that you could have said 10 years ago, and somebody finds it and brings it up. People will still hold it against you.
You want to know? Well, I wouldn't say it's hilarious, but when you watch like movies from like 2001, and the things that they used to be able to say versus now, bro, be having me in tears.
I absolutely love these movies to early 2000s movies, and I watched one the other night, and I said, and it's called Crap. Me and my girl watched that. Totally forgot the name of it, but they were in high school. They were depicted as high schoolers, and the amount of alcohol consumption in this movie was insane. And they were depicted as high schoolers. Every third scene, they were getting drunk or at a party drinking.
So, and then right before COVID, that's literally how it was. Remember that crazy movie after we graduated high school? It was called, I think, Project X.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was literally, that was accurate.
We threw one of those in college.
Oh, yeah. Kids these days would never know.
No,
they'll never know.
They won't. They can't. You know why? Because their necks are breaking because they're just looking down at their phones the entire time.
Yo, for real. You can't say nothing without someone having to be like, "You're hurting my feelings."
Yeah, that's
the behind world.
Sissified culture is insane. I can't deal with it.
Yo, you want to know what I heard? Want to know what that's real or not? But you know the whole what's the Browns coach name? Kevin Stefanski.
Kevin Stefanski.
So when he was like 7 or 10 years old, his great grandfather was the coach or part of the staff of the Browns. No, well, I don't know if it's the Browns or whoever for some NFL team. Deion Sanders was on that team. And with that being said, the great granddad and Deion Sanders had a falling out, and Deion Sanders ended up dumping a whole bucket of water on him. So as a 7 to 10-year-old hearing that about your granddaddy, he's allegedly he's taking that anger out on Shador. I don't know how true it is. But if that is the truth, everything makes sense. It's personal.
Where did you see this at? I don't ever want to come on a platform and say it, but I mean,
true. I don't know if it's true, so I'm just saying allegedly.
Yeah, we gotta look that up, and we gotta.
It's on my TikTok.
And next time we come up, we gotta go. I don't know about that.
True, but if it is true, that's interesting. But it's on the TikTok though.
Yeah, it says here. I'm looking it up. It says the connection between Kevin Stefanski's family and Deion Sanders isn't direct, but stems from NFL storylines recently, which is what you might have heard. Kevin Stefanski grandfather is Tim McCarver from Deion's baseball days, like Tim McCarver. No, that's wrong. So yeah, Tim McCarver is not Kevin Stefanski's grandfather. There's no relation whatsoever.
There you go.
We tried. What I will say about that too, with Deion Sanders and his son, love what Deion Sanders stands for, how he lives. because he was a wild boy, right? If you go back to any film on Deion Sanders, he was that guy. He was a wild boy. He was untouchable. And now to see him be kind of like on screen and present himself as the father he is, the coach he is, and the man he is, it's pretty cool to see. And it's cool to see his son not falling in the trap of media, where he's at, the culture, all that stuff, and just going out and playing football.
Man, he's been in media for years. This is nothing new to him.
Exactly. So the whole thing with his head coach, Kevin Stefanski, and all that, I mean, the entire Browns fan base is calling for him to leave and get fired and all that. And they want to see Shador kind of have a shot possibly next year at being the starter with the whole new cast and crew. Time will tell.
The GM, I would have fired him during that game. Take the starting QB who's on fire right now out. Yeah, fired.
Yeah,
Done.
that is true. Yeah, I
Fired,
remember
bro.
people speaking about that.
That proves something is going on, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe Kevin Stefanski knows that after this year he's done, so he's just gonna kind of do what he wants to do. You never know. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah, you never know, man.
Yeah, all we do know is the Browns still stink. Kevin Stefanski hasn't got it right, and Shador could be in the right situation, circumstance with the right offensive coordinator and cast and crew. I think he could be a decent quarterback in the NFL for sure.
He's already proven that. Give him.
Yeah.
He's only. I don't count the first game.
Yeah.
But if you. Sorry, I thought there was a cop behind me. But he's only had 2 games with the starting lineup, and look what he's doing.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Fantee Fridays, Porter Brand Snippets. We don't want to go long with these, but I got one more thing to say. We just want to hit quick snippy things. So we talked about Sharon and Shador. Definitely debunked the Stefanski Deion Sanders thing. But
yo, what's going on with Bill?
For the next one, I wanted to talk real fast about Best Buy and Geek Squad, just because my father brought me the computer, and their computer's been running slow. There's been a bunch of mess on it, and the kids had to do a whole bunch of things on it. So I went through yesterday, and my dad said, yeah, Geek Squad said they wanted $200 to wipe clean the computer and get off all the stuff that doesn't need to be there. And then my dad said, I'm not going to pay that. And the guy said, or you can pay $100 a month for a Geek Squad membership, and then we can do it that way. And my dad said, no, thank you. I'm going to just keep my computer the way it is for now.
Go use Google, bro.
Bro, I didn't even do that. Just know how. And my mom always says this now. I can say it out loud because I don't know how to answer when she says this. But she says, it must be nice to know everything at 33. And I say, well, no, I've been around a lot, and I just listen and I study and I look at things, and I like to involve myself in different things. So I knew, go to the computer, go to system settings, go to reboot, clear everything out. All you have to do is know all your passwords. And then I did it all, put in all the passwords. The computer rebooted itself, went back to the home screen, like when you get a brand new computer, put everything back in, put everything back to where it was and all their different apps and all that. And now they got a brand new computer, basically. And my father said it looks and feels like it's running faster. And I said, great. Now can I have $200 because I just did Best Buy's work in 30 minutes, and you didn't have to leave your computer at Best Buy. $200, bro, to just press system preferences and reboot or reset. How many people do you think do they get every year with that? Yeah, the age.
It's the younger generation. Our first reaction is to either ask ChatGPT, Google, or YouTube.
That is 100% true. Everybody that is under the age of probably 45.
Yeah.
Uses ChatGPT, Google, or YouTube to figure everything out.
But so professional.
Yeah, damn.
Thing I know, and we really don't even need to get into it. Bill Belichick, what is he doing? That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it at that.
Down in North Carolina?
Man, of course, it's where I live now too. I've been emailing the school. I'm trying to get him on my podcast, bro.
Bill Belichick, New England, North Carolina.
You know the deal, right?
No, what's the deal?
Google his girlfriend right now.
I know he has a young one.
Yeah, she's wild. Do your research on there. We could talk about it at a different time, or we could talk about it now. Up to you. She's a wild case, bro.
Jennifer Hudson. I heard the guys on the WEEI radio up here. They absolutely kill him and her every time they talk about him.
Yeah, it's diabolical.
Jordan. She's wild.
Yeah, she be doing some outlandish stuff, man.
Well, you're down there. What are a few things?
To be honest with you, I stopped following them. Like, it was last summer. But I remember my emotion behind it. My jaw dropped.
it says right here, and this was posted by Yahoo Sports today, about 2 hours ago. It says Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, made all sorts of headlines during the season. She was accused of inappropriate behavior and even got called out by Belichick's family. How can Bill Belichick's family call her out? Belichick's like almost 80 years old. Like, who's his mom? His mom's calling her out?
Yeah, but listen, it's so diabolical to the point where your family has to step in. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, it says a UNC football recruit reportedly admitted that he was not a fan of the off-field drama involving Belichick and his young girlfriend. The recruit reportedly now has no interest in dealing with that or involving himself with UNC.
Jeez. It's so crazy to the point they're losing reporters. How do you lose a reporter? All they want is good information.
Probably because they're not getting any from that situation. 24 years old. How old's Belichick?
120.
Belichick.
I want to say he's like 70 something.
Bill Belichick is 73 years old, April 16th, and he's dating a 24-year-old. How many years is that? I can't do that fast on my calculator. 49. Whoa! Bro, 49 years apart. Bro, we got to end it on that. 49 years apart. Holy
she
moly
came up,
donut shop.
She came up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, maybe. Shoot.
Nah,
That's
she came up.
nuts, bro.
She got her name on the will and everything, guaranteed.
40 apart. I'm not even 49 years old. Not even close to it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Hold on. 86, 99, 86, 96, 2006, 16. The football team I was just on is as old as Jordan Hudson's age difference between him and Bill Belichick.
49 years?
They've only been around for 49 years. I think their 50-year anniversary is 2026.
She's a whole franchise lifetime apart from her. That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that. And that just made my brain go mush. All right, that was nonsense. That's fine. That's good. This was the first episode of Fantee Fridays with me and Josh Quinney, guys. We love you. Jesus loves you. Thanks for hanging out. We're just talking nonsense, getting it out there. If you guys want to hear something, you want to have us talk about anything, write us on social media. Let us know, and we'll bring it up next Friday on Fantee Fridays here at the Imported Brand. Fantee. All right, boys, ladies, ciao.